Hi FlossTube friends, this is Tina Frazier coming to you from Columbus, Ohio. Today is Thursday, April 4th at approximately 8 p.m. Eastern Time, give or take, and you have reached my channel where I talk about my love of cross stitch, my love of crafts in general, and just general things that I like to do. So thank you very much for stopping by. If you're new to my channel, again, this is my channel where I talk mainly about cross stitch and my love of crafts and all that. FlossTube is a subset of YouTube where crafters like me talk about our love of cross stitch. We use embroidery floss to stitch, therefore we call these installments for you FlossTube. If you're a returning watcher, thank you very much for coming back. It's always great to spend time with friends, and if you're new, it's great to meet new friends. So thank you very much for stopping by. Hopefully you'll get something out of this video that will enable you to either try a new craft or just get some inspiration for something new to work on. If you're a returning subscriber, thank you very much for stopping back by and for being a good friend. I always like to spend time with my friends here on YouTube, and I welcome any and all to my channel. So thank you very much for stopping by. Tonight's video is going to be pretty much all about cross stitch. I'm going to share with you some life updates of stuff that's been happening recently in my life, and also talk about some stitching haul, some stitching progress, and my plans for April. So I'm hoping this is going to be a little bit of a shorter video compared to some of my other ones, because in my plans, I will talk about the retreat that Mom and I are going to this weekend. So we will have retreat information for you coming up in another video here soon, in another week or so. So sit back, relax, grab something to drink, grab something to snack on, grab your stitching, grab the craft project, whatever it is you happen to be working on, and sit back and relax and have a listen. So thank you very much, and we'll get started. A couple life updates for you. So you can probably tell by my voice that I'm getting over a head cold. My husband came home with a head cold last Monday or Tuesday and promptly gave it to me last Wednesday, and I've been getting over it. So I'm mostly over it, which is really good. It's not COVID. All of mine was pretty much just right here. A little nasal stuffiness, but I've been coughing a lot, so haven't been really experiencing chills or fevers or body aches or anything like that. So it's pretty much just all congestion. Getting over it and actually feeling really good. Wasn't COVID, so doing really good, which is a good thing because we're going to the retreat this weekend. And I do sound a little froggy, but I'm really not sick. And I have to clear my throat a little bit. I ran out of water, so I should have grabbed some water before starting the video. But anyway, so been sick a little bit. So work has been going sort of we are in the process of an audit for furnishing. We work, my department does quality reviews for credit bureau disputes, for home lending, credit cards, student loans, auto loans, you know, all the different lines of business for our company that report to credit bureaus. We review the disputes that people work to make sure that the information they're providing to the credit bureaus is accurate and that they are following our procedures and guidelines. We also have furnishing, where the company furnishes information to the credit bureaus for all the different products, and we review reports for that. We've been going through a furnishing audit. This is the first time that any of our furnishing processes have been audited, so it's been kind of hairy. There's another lady and I and my team that do the furnishing files because there's not a lot of them, but we review just a couple of small furnishing files that have been picked into the audit, and it's been kind of hairy for that. And this week was kind of my week to be under the gun and on the firing range, so to speak. So it's been kind of a trying little week for me. And I think I got through it okay, but I have the next 5 days off, so that's a good thing. But yeah, so work has been a little hectic. I had a really good birthday. on March 18th, was my birthday, had the day off, had the day after off. And my husband, my mom, and I, we met about 10 of our friends at BD's Mongolian Barbecue for dinner. That's a place that I usually pick to go to dinner because we can seat a large group of people, and people can kind of pick and choose what they want to eat, or if they just want to have dessert, they have some nice desserts there. And it's just kind of a general good place to hang out and, you know, enjoy each other's company for a little while. So we did that, and that was a lot of fun. The biggest event going on is the one coming up on Monday. You guys have probably all heard, and it's probably all over news everywhere, but the solar eclipse is happening on Monday in the afternoon, Monday the 8th. And here in Ohio, actually, a big chunk of Ohio is going basically diagonally right through the middle of the state. Unfortunately, most of Columbus, where I live, is not included in it, except the northwestern tip where Dublin, Ohio is, basically where the Columbus Zoo is located. That's going to be under totality for a couple of minutes on Monday. So I took the day off, partly because of the retreat that Mom and I are going to this weekend, but also because of the eclipse, and I also took Tuesday off. We don't necessarily have plans yet for where we're going to go to watch the eclipse. We would like to go someplace where we get in totality. Here at my house, even though we're in Columbus, we're not going to be in totality because of where we are. We have to drive about 15 to 20 minutes northwest of where we currently are to be in partial and, you know, have a couple of minutes of totality. We're thinking about maybe driving up to as much as an hour northwest of here, maybe a little bit slightly due northeast, go a little bit farther, like say an hour and a half away, just to see what we can find. The retreat that Mom and I are going to actually is in the path of totality as well. I didn't think about that when we were making plans for the retreat and requesting our hotel room for the retreat, but my husband is not going with us to the retreat anyway, so I'd have to come home and pick him up. Otherwise, we probably would have just stayed in the hotel up there for the retreat another 2 days and just come home on Tuesday. But I didn't really necessarily plan for it because I was thinking that, you know, my husband and I would probably want to go somewhere. Mom hasn't made her decision yet whether or not she wants to spend the day with us out of the house on Monday to experience the solar eclipse, but we do have several pairs of eclipse glasses to take with us, and we are planning on doing some sort of eclipse thing somewhere within about an hour to an hour and a half drive from home on Monday. So that should be fun. And then we have Tuesday off as well because we don't know if we're going to be going out of town and staying in a hotel. So that being said, the solar eclipse is supposed to be really good. Hopefully you guys out there that are somewhere near totality will have a chance to go see it. It should be kind of fun. I remember the one back in 2017. I went outside at work. There was a lot of stuff going on. We went outside at work and we got to see the partial solar eclipse in 2017. But this one should be kind of cool because we're going to be in the path of totality, or at least close enough to drive, not very far to get to it. So we'll be doing that on Monday after the retreat. So we're really looking forward to that. So let me know below if you have the chance to go see the solar eclipse on Monday. That would be great. All right. So that is all that I have for you for life updates. Now we're actually going to get into some haul. So in my last video, I went through the Stitching in the Springs retreat recap for you. And I forgot to mention that the Stitching in the Springs retreat had a freebie table. And I actually did pick up something off of the freebie table that I neglected to show you in my last video. This was on the freebie table. This is Oberlin Samplers counted cross stitch chart. This is called Witches. And I'm sorry, but there we go. This is called Witches. and ghouls and goblins. This is an older chart. I don't think Oberlin Samplers is in business anymore. They were from Oberlin, Ohio. So they were an Ohio local company. And this chart is hand charted. So everything's written in hand. So you can see here, everything's written in hand. But I just thought this was a really cute Halloween piece. So hopefully sometime soon I will get to stitching that. If you've watched my channel anytime in the last year or so, you know that I am in the Be Stitch Me Hand-Dyed Fabric of the Month Club. And I got March's Fabric of the Month. This one is called Gold Rush. It's called Gold Rush. I get the 40 count even weave. I'll go ahead and take it out of the pattern, out of the thing for you. So you can see the color. It's kind of a golden brown tan color. It's really pretty. Yeah. And this 40 count even weave is super, super soft. So this is the thing. Oh, look, it matches my shirt pretty well, actually. So this is the piece that I got. And that color is pretty true. But look, it is beautiful, beautiful piece. So that was my Be Stitch Me March Fabric of the Month. Put this back in here. And the Needlework Market happened down in Nashville in March. And my local cross stitch store here in Columbus, Cross My Heart, they took market pre-orders, and I went and picked up my market order the weekend of my birthday. So basically the 16th. Because I think St. Patty's Day was on Sunday. So I went on the 16th to pick up my market order. And I will show you what I got. So the first two things I got were from Heart and Hand. I got more Anytown Tiny Town. Heart and Hand put out a special chart for Keepsakes cross stitch down in the Cincinnati area called Anytown Tiny Town, and it featured Keepsakes cross stitch as one of the buildings in the town square, along with 310, their black shop cat. So I got the companion piece, Any More Tiny Town. More Anytown Tiny Town from Heart and Hand. And then they had a companion piece to it come out at market called Frosty Tiny Town. This also had another little companion chart that came out with it called Frosty Frill. So I did get that. These are, again, market releases. So I got Frosty Tiny Town and Frosty Frill. So those were the 3 Heart and Hand charts that I picked up. I'm not entirely sure if this one came out at market or not, but this is Amy Brooken Designs, Be the Good. So the pattern says, Be the Good in the World. And this is stitched with Weeks Dye Works flosses. The pattern here, the picture of the pattern doesn't do the colors justice. They are brighter and more vibrant than what's in there. But there were, it calls for 4 Weeks Dye Works flosses, and I didn't have 2 of them, so I picked up the 2 Weeks Dye Works flosses to go with it. The first one, the darker green, is called Juniper, and the lighter green is called Artichoke. So I have 2 of the 4 flosses ready to go for this. I'm probably going to be stitching this much like this. I'll probably pick out 40 count. The stitch count on this is 101 by 34, and it's shown stitched on 28 count flax cashel linen by Weeks Dye Works. Stitched over 2 threads with 2 strands. I'm probably going to pick a 40 count fabric and stitch it 1/2 when I do stitch it. and turn it also into a pillow for my dough bowl. But yeah, so I have Be the Good in the World. The other two colors in here, the red is Aztec red, and the darker stuff around the house and the word world is purple haze. So Be the Good in the World. And the two weeks Dye Works greens to go with it. And then Autumn Lane Stitchery came out with a couple of new market release patterns. I completely fell in love with this one when I saw it on the websites showing all the different releases coming out. I got Winter Friends by Autumn Lane Stitchery. I love the cardinal on his hat and in his hand. I just love this. This is just so cute. This stitch count is 111 by 240. Suggested fabric is 28 count Opal Lugana in High Tide from Bestitch Me. Again, I'm probably going to stitch this on 40 count, a 36 or 40 count. Probably do a floss toss and determine what color I want to stitch it in. This is charted in all DMC. Yeah, it's all DMC. So that is Winter Friends. And then, of course, I got the Nashville cookbook. Happiness is Homemade. This is the 2024 Nashville cookbook. If you don't know, Nashville puts out a cookbook every year where the designers submit recipes, and they also submit designs for the cookbook. For instance, Lindy Stitches, Stephanie Webb, she submitted this cute little cross stitch called Tea for Two, and the cross stitch chart is in the book. So that is Lindy Stitches. Another really cute one. This is from Sweet Wing Studio, Susan O'Brien. She came up with the Coffee for Me. She came up with a Coffee for Me. I'm just going to show you a couple of the different pieces in here I thought were really cute. This one is from Cheryl Colhorn of the Fat Quarter Shop. This is strawberry jam. Yeah, it's not gonna focus, but it is strawberry jam, which I thought was really cute. So yeah, there's a lot of neat little patterns and stuff in the cookbook that you can get as well. So for the value, the cookbook is it retails for like $12.50. At least my local needlework shop markets this for $12.50, and there's a lot of great value in here with all the different patterns and stuff that you can stitch from the Needlework Market book. So that's all I have for you for haul. So I'm going to go ahead and give you, oh, no, that's not it. I also got the newest issue of Punch Needle and Primitive Stitcher magazine. I have a subscription for this. If you have the hard copy subscription, you also get access to the digital copy of the magazine that you can download. And you can actually download all the past issues if you have a subscription to Punch Needle and Primitive Stitcher magazine. So that is that. There's a couple of charts in here that I found really simple and really cute. So the first one is the Fiona the Highland Cow. Isn't she cute? It's a punch needle pattern. I'll probably punch her at some time. One of the ones I liked was Flowers That Bloom. This is by Teresa Vinette of Shakespeare's Peddler, also known as the Kitten Stitcher. I thought that was really cute. And another really cute design in here is from Barbara Anna. Let me get to it. There we go. This one is called The Lady and the Catacorn. This one is really super cute, you guys. Look at that cat. It's a catacorn. So cute. That's one I'm probably going to be stitching sooner rather than later too. So lots of neat things in here. Lisa Berberet of Happy Cat Stitchery. She also has a piece in here called Spring Fling. Look at that fat little bunny rabbit. Isn't that cute? So this is the most recent issue of Punch Needle and Primitive Stitcher magazine. So if you do go out and get this, get a subscription to it, just know that you can go online and get all the past issues of Punch Needle and Primitive Stitcher magazine so you can catch up. And that is all the haul that I actually have. So now I have some March stitching numbers for you. So in the month of March, I stitched on 4 projects. I stitched on Stained Glass Hello Kitty, Hop On In, which I showed you in the last video as a finish, Bald Eagle, and the Mill Hill Puppy. The Mill Hill Puppy I only worked on one day. That was the first day in March because I had to finish up a WIPGO square for it. So I finished up the WIPGO square, put it away because I kind of really wasn't feeling the vibe to work on Christmas, that little Christmas puppy much. So 4 projects stitched for 2,384 stitches. I had the 1 finish on Hop On In, and I stitched 17 days in the month of March, which averaged out, if I take the 2,384 stitches I stitched, averaged out to about 140 and a quarter stitches for the month of March per day out of the 17 days I stitched. For the 3 pieces that I worked on, I only got like, say about 150 stitches done on the puppy. But for Stained Glass Hello Kitty, this is my full coverage project where I am doing the big stained glass piece. I actually got quite a lot done in the teddy bear here, and also pretty much one whole diagonal set of 100 stair-step stitches done in this, and filled in some of the additional things in there. So you can see the teddy bear up here is coming along really nicely. You can see his buttons on his chest. So, yeah, it's coming along quite nicely. I don't know if I'll be stitching much more on Stained Glass Hello Kitty this month or not. I'd have to look back at some of my plans to see if I pegged it for one of the challenge groups this month. Again, Hop On In was a finish. And the other piece that I worked on was A Year in the Woods Bald Eagle. Which I don't have down here with me, unfortunately, but I can show you. I pulled it out at the retreat, and I had made the one tree wonky at the retreat, pulled the tree back out and restitched it. But the Year in the Woods Bald Eagle, let me get to that. I did quite a bit more stitching on it, so here is where I got to on Bald Eagle. I got the house finished, and I'm starting on the other trees around the house on the bottom, underneath the eagle tail. So that is where I'm at. The tree still looks really weirdly wonky to a degree, but it matches the pattern now. So yeah, it still looks a little kind of off, but anyway, that is where I got, and those were all the projects that I worked on for March. Hi, hon. Are you done with your game?
Nope.
Okay. So, stitching plans for April. So, as I stated before, Mom and I are heading to Warren, Ohio tomorrow morning sometime around 10. We're going to pack up the car and head out. We're going to the Spring Stitch-In Retreat in Warren, Ohio. If you remember last year, I believe in October, Mom and I headed up to Warren, Ohio for the Fall Stitch-In. This is the Spring Stitch-In, and it's a quite a small retreat. There's only going to be about 50 people there, give or take. And it's held at a Holiday Inn Express up in the Warren, Ohio, Niles area. The neat thing about the hotel is there's a little teeny historical cemetery on the hill right next to the hotel. And a lot of the people buried there were buried in the 1800s, the late 1800s. So it's a very old cemetery. And they think that a lot of the people buried there were some of the town founders. So it's kind of a neat little thing. I get to go see the little cemetery again. Get to stay up in that area in the springtime now instead of in the fall, and get to see a little bit more of the area. Mom and I are looking forward to having the stitching retreat weekend. Up until this moment, I have not really been thinking about the retreat because I've been trying to get through work and trying to get through life. And now I'm thinking about it, I'm getting a little excited for the retreat. So looking forward to that. I'm taking 4 or 5 projects with me. I'm going to be talking to you about WIPGO. I'm going to be taking both the WIPGO, 3 WIPGO projects that I still have to work on, and a couple other projects. But also, you know, just having fun in general and just hanging out with some people and stitching and whatnot. Looking forward to everything that goes on this weekend, and I think I'm looking forward to just the break. Mom and I are planning on coming home on Sunday, so it's about a 2-hour drive for us. So it's not too far. I'm looking forward to it. It's up towards the Youngstown area. We're in central Ohio, the middle of Ohio, and we're going up to the northeast corner up near Youngstown. Kind of towards the Cleveland area, but kind of more southeast of there. So we're looking forward to it. Should be a good trip. We like the hotel. The hotel was really nice that we stayed in. You can see my recap video of the Fall Stitch-In Retreat a few episodes back on my channel. And yeah, so we're really looking forward to that. I'm finally looking forward to it. Although, to be honest, I haven't even started packing yet, and it's 8:30 p.m. So yeah. All right. So now we're going to get into Facebook group challenges and the like. So WIPGO 2024. This is my WIPGO board. So you will see down here we have square number 18 in orange. That is a full coverage project, and square number 21 also in orange. Those are the squares for April. So you have square 18 and square 21. My square 21 is stitch a holiday theme from the current season. I am choosing to stitch on Easter egg trio for that. It is in my Peeps project bag. Easter egg trio. This is out of the Just Cross Stitch. This is out of the Just Cross Stitch April 2022 magazine. I am working on this one down here. I am stitching these on a piece of white 22 count Aida 1/1 full cross using Mo-Sale flosses. So I have a ton of Mo-Sale flosses in my stitching bag that I'm picking colors to stitch the eggs for. So here is the first one I am stitching on. So I am hoping that this gets some love this weekend. I'm actually hoping to finish this egg. Using one strand is really fun. It's one of the reasons why I've been stitching on, let me show you that again. So that is what the egg's gonna look like. Whoops. That is what the egg's gonna look like. There we go. Yep. I'm having fun stitching on the 22 count Hardinger or 40 count linen using one strand of floss because it goes quicker than trying to use two, and making sure that the threads lay flat. So anyway, that is one of the projects I am taking with me to the stitching retreat this weekend, because I think it'll be a fairly simple thing to work on, and all that. My second piece, the full coverage project that I am taking with me also to the retreat this weekend, is from Carolyn Manning. I don't have the color copy of the thing, but this is from the Shooting Star collection. This one is called Aquamarine. I am also stitching this on a piece of even weave, and I'm stitching this over one. I believe this is a 28 count. Might be a 32 count. I think it's a 28 count white even weave. But this is where I'm at. And that is all the bigger that the piece is. But this is in greens and grays. Greens and grays is called Aquamarine. Aquamarine happens to be my birthstone. So that is why I decided to stitch this. And this is a 28 or 32 count even weave. And I am using the called for DMC for this piece. But I am using Mosale for the Easter trio. So this is going to be my other WIPGO square for April. So I'm hoping to get some progress done on both of these this weekend. The last piece that I have to finish is the last square for March, which is square number 10. This is a project that is part of a series. I am doing Spring Awakens by Summer House Stitchworks. Go ahead and put this away. So there's 4 in this series. There's 4 parts to this series. So there is Spring Awakens, Summer Refreshes, Autumn Provides, and Winter Cometh. Again, Summer House Stitchworks is the thing. I am going to be starting with Spring Awakens, but I am not doing the called for fabrics or flosses. My local needle workshop, one of the co-owners, she had stitched Spring Awakens using more spring-like colors for her piece. So I kind of got inspired by her, and I picked some very nice spring colors. I believe I showed this to you in my last video, but I'm going to show it to you again. I picked Color and Cotton 36 count fabric in Fruit Punch. This is called Fruit Punch. It's Color and Cotton fabric, Fruit Punch. And I am using 4 colors of Mosale floss for Spring Awakens. The colors I am using are Poussin, Easter Sky, Fanta, and Disco Bunny. So this is going to be my Spring Awakens piece. I'm hoping to start this weekend because this is the March, my second March WIPGO square. So I need to get started on it and get 500 stitches in it. So this is going to be a retreat new start for me for this weekend. I was hoping to get it started on the first, or actually this past weekend on Easter, but I didn't get there. So yeah, I'm going to be doing 30 rows on the pattern. I'm going to be doing 30 rows of Poussin, 29 rows of Easter Sky, 29 rows of, or columns of Fanta, and 30 columns of Disco Bunny. So I'm going to be splitting the piece up. But this is the color palette that I have selected for Spring Awakens. I am kind of looking forward to stitching that. I have a couple other patterns in my stitching bag with this. One of them includes the Fireside Originals chicks, the male chicks, and I also have the spring chicks to do if I decide to pull something else out like that. But that is going to the retreat with me. And then another one that's going to the retreat with me, I don't know how much stitching I will get done on it, or even if I will get stitching done on it, is the Liberty bowl fillers. This is the trio that I'm doing all as one pillow in a line. This is from the Punch Needle and Primitive Stitcher magazine, the summer 2018 issue. It's Liberty bowl fillers. And I started this last year for a Facebook challenge. And I started working on the cat. So if you see here the cat that is in the white teacup, that is where I got on the cat. This is a piece of 22 count hardanger that I had hand dyed myself using RIT dye. There's a dark brown and kind of a tan. Maybe it's a gray color that I pickle jar dyed this fabric myself to make this. And I just thought this would be a really cute fabric for the Liberty bowl fillers. This piece I started in January of 2024. I started this in January. So that's all the farther I got. I'm hoping maybe I can get the cat finished. If I can get the cat finished, he's not going to have very much stitching to do on him, but I can get the cat finished and then I can move on to the mouse, the dog. But Liberty bowl fillers. One of the other things I have in here that I could have as a new start this weekend. Let me get this in there. Come on. Heart and Hand has a square dance set that is the months as little pillows. I'm doing each quarter as one long pillow. So like I'll be stitching January, February, and March in one row, and then all the things for that. I do have the fabric and the flosses picked out to do these. So if I do start this, I'll probably just jump to the April, May, June one and get that one knocked out and then do them in a row. So I do have that to take with me this weekend, if I so choose to start on those. I have yet to stitch in April. I have not stitched any this month yet. I'm going to be spending tonight getting my packing done and all that. So I am likely not going to be stitching tonight because I'm just going to be trying to pack. And that is basically all the WIPGO things that I have going on. So it's the Spring Awakens, the Aquamarine, and the Easter Egg Trio. I'm going to be participating in a few other groups this month for different Facebook challenges. So let me dig out my monthly trackers. So these are all the tracking sheets and whatnot that I keep by my stitching chair. I have this wonderful little clipboard. It is my pink sloth clipboard. I keep this clipboard next to my stitching chair, and I have all my tracking sheets and note sheets and miscellaneous challenge sheets together. So this is the tracker, the daily tracker that I put the project I stitched and how many stitches I stitched on, so I can transfer it easily to my planner tracker that I have. So I'm flipping it over for April. So April starts the second sheet. So you can see here I have all these days blocked off. This is for the the fall stitching retreat, and also the 2 days on Monday and Tuesday that I have off for the month. Those are the only days I have off for the month slated so far. Probably not going to take any off until a day in May. and it looks like I have a day or two in May already blocked off. This is Memorial Day down here. So, yep, looking forward to some stitching. I have dashes up here because I haven't stitched yet this month. I mentioned in my tracking that I was doing something new to track all my individual challenges for each day I work on them. And this system is actually working out quite well for me compared to having 3 sheets. This sheet that I already showed you, and a third sheet that I was listing the challenges I was stitching for. I decided to utilize this layout a little bit more and put my challenges I was stitching for each night on this sheet instead. And then here's just a list of all the challenges that are going on for this month and or this week that I am kind of working towards. So you can see I have the 3 stitching days for the stitch in retreat blocked off already. So hopefully I'll be taking, definitely be taking this with me. I also have next week's blocked off. So hopefully I'll be getting a lot of stitching done. I already showed you my WIPGO board. I'm actually doing a lot better this year so far than I did last year. I had quite a bit of empty space. I'm hoping to get the March box done this weekend and maybe one or both of the Aprils. That's only 1,500 stitches. I can probably do that fairly easily with these projects. The Magazine Monthly Challenge group here on Facebook, they have a monthly theme and acrostic. This month's theme is Down the River, and the acrostic is Rowboat. So here is my theme and acrostic sheet for April. My theme down the river is Liberty Bowl Fillers because, they can sail the teacups down the river. So, and it came out of Punch Needle and Primitive Stitcher magazine. And for Rowboat, I still don't have all the letters picked out yet, but I have the Easter Egg Trio, the Wreath Swap from Stitching with the Housewives, and Spring Awakens. So I'm taking all 3, Liberty Bowl Fillers, Easter Egg Trio, and Spring Awakens, to the retreat with me this weekend. So hopefully I can knock some of these out. For the 24 hours of cross stitch, this month's acrostic is Earn Some Money. 24 hours of cross stitch, earn some money. So I have Easter Egg Trio and Spring Awakens on here several times at 100 stitches each. My WIPGO goal for each of these is 500 stitches, so I can easily knock this out as well. The acrostic for pop culture is I believe it is the Quick Brown Fox Jumped Over the Lazy Dog. It's quite long. Their minimum stitches are 100 stitches each. I haven't printed it out yet. I don't know if I'm even going to attempt to do it because the acrostic is quite long. And yeah, I just don't know. So Pop Culture Stitching Challenge acrostic is quite long. I think it came out on April Fool's Day, which is, I think, why it's so long. Creatively Crafting has a Facebook group called the Free Cross Stitch Challenge. The Free Cross Stitch Challenge group, free is capital F, it's in all caps, capital F, capital R, capital E, Free Cross Stitch Challenge group. They put out a Stitcho board every month. This is this month's board. Haven't yet started it. The middle square this month is free. But there's all the different things that you can try and do, including stitch 1,000 stitches total for the month, stitch on a Monday, stitch a bed, make your own keychain, stitch with a light purple color floss, stitch with a light green color floss, set this month's stitching goals, which I did kind of on the first, stitch to an audiobook, stitch in public. I don't know if a retreat stitch would be considered stitching in public. I don't know. Stitch on a Wednesday, practice your French knots. And they have different colors and stuff. So they have different things that you can try and stitch for. And then this month's stitch count, the goal is 6,000 stitches. I have yet to hit the stitch goal on these. I come close when it's 3,000 or 4,000, but 6,000 stitches is asking a little bit much. I very rarely meet these monthly stitch goals. And you can get up to 10 points by, you can get an additional 10 points by meeting the stitch goal. I have yet to do that. International Hermit and Stitch Weekend is coming up April 19th through the 21st. And that's also the 24 hours of cross stitch marathon weekend. The WIPGO draws for May will be on the 25th. And the magazine monthly challenge, new acrostic, comes out on the 20th. So that is pretty much all I have for you as far as my stitching and stitching challenges and plans for the month go. Let me see. Ooh, okay. Oh, here it is. There have been quite a few. I also keep track of some of the new YouTubers that I come across in my stitchy travels. And I have one of the trackers from the 24 hours of cross stitch marathon lists new FlossTubers. So I've been writing down some of the new FlossTubers that I've been coming across. One of them is Michael Davis. Now keep in mind I haven't yet watched many of these videos. I just put them, I have a NewTuber, what I call my NewTuber playlist. And I put them on my NewTuber playlist to watch later. So quite a few of these I have yet to watch, but I have all month to watch them. So there's Michael Davis, My Little Green Tree, Thread Gremlins, Cross Stitch Mad Sarah with an H at the end, The Peachy Stitcher, A Random Stitcher, Stitching on the Side, Stitcherella, and Snicky Crafts, S-N-I-K-K-I, Snicky Crafts. Her name is Nikki, but it's Snicky Crafts. Now, I can't tell you a whole lot about these yet because I have yet to watch them, but these are just some of the new to me FlossTubers that have come up by suggestion from YouTube for me so far this month. I have a list from March that I will probably go. I'm hoping to take these lists and get up to speed on all their YouTube videos, basically binge watch each channel. I'm hoping to kind of start that soon because I have to catch up January, February, and March. There's a lot. I've been noting a lot. And when I do find the new channels, I actually do click the subscribe button, even though I have yet to watch their channel or their video that I found. And again, these are on YouTube suggestions. You know, like they have the list of other channels to watch when you pull up a video to watch. I usually kind of scroll through there and see if there's anything new that I need to check out. So I've been doing that as well. And hopefully I'm going to make this part of my segment or a part of my YouTube video, a segment in my YouTube videos going forward, as well as doing Q&A. I haven't been having a whole lot of watchers, which is fine. You know, I get that. People are busy and there's so many YouTubers out there to watch. But I'm hoping to talk about some of the new people that I watch and hopefully they'll come watch me. And we can kind of spread the word about each other's channels. So that being said, I'm hoping to make that kind of a special part of my my YouTube channel for you guys. And hopefully, if I remember, I will put the links to their channels when I do mention them in my videos or in my video descriptions. So that being said, that's all the updates I have for you. This video ended up being a little longer than I thought. I didn't think it was going to be 45 minutes to an hour. I thought it was going to be more like 20 or 30 minutes. But anyway, I had a lot to show you. And I'll be coming back to you sometime next week with the follow-up recap video of the spring stitch-in at Warren, Ohio. So tune in and keep watching. If you haven't clicked the subscription button below, go ahead and do so, and click the notification bell so you'll be notified when I upload my next video. And we'll see you soon. Keep your head up and keep moving forward, because that's all we can do in this day and age. Lots of things are getting expensive. Columbus has a vast diversity of residents here of all kinds of nationalities. And down the street from us, we have a little Mexican, it's not a little Mexican grocery, but they have different ones all over town. And we stopped there to get my husband some stuff for the weekend, since he is not going with my mom and I. And little flabbergasted at the price of the watermelons. And check this out. Yes, $25 for a watermelon, you guys. Really surprised me, because a couple weeks ago at the same location, let me get to it. At the same location, whew, prices are going up, you guys. Those better be some damn good watermelons. Let me tell you, $25 for a freaking watermelon. Okay, they better be able to, like, knock 20 years off my life or something, because boy howdy, $25. Those better be some good watermelon. Yeah. But anyway, so that's all I have for you this week. Hopefully you're able to stay afloat. Hopefully you're staying safe. We had some rough weather this week. Some tornadoes and stuff ripped through 2 weeks ago here in Ohio. We had some rough weather the other night, 2 nights ago, Tuesday night. And yeah, work sent us home early, actually, to work from home. But it kind of went around Columbus. So it was kind of like north of Columbus, northwest of Columbus, northeast of Columbus, and east of Columbus, and a little south of Columbus. My sister-in-law in Charleston, West Virginia, they got hit pretty hard by a derecho, which is basically pretty strong straight line winds, like 90 to 100 mile an hour straight line winds. She was without power for a couple of days. She finally got power early this morning. So they've been dealing with some storm damage. Her house is fine. It's just all the businesses and stuff in her area have some storm damage from storms and stuff. So pray if you're in one of the areas affected by all the hefty weather going on. I know some of you are dealing with deep snow right now. Hopefully you're staying safe. Hopefully you're staying warm. Hopefully you're getting lots of stitching in and whatnot. I'm hoping to get playing into a video game. I've been playing Palia, P-A-L-I-A, which is a free-to-play game that was out on the PC and the Switch initially. It just came out on Steam, which is another PC kind of system. Came out on Steam for free as well about a week or two ago. I've been playing that on and off last few days because I've been trying to hunt deer in the game to get stuffed animals from the deer. And we're all just a little baffled because it's taking people thousands of arrows. So they're killing thousands of deers just to get these little plushies. And yeah, it's kind of annoying. I'm nowhere near that. I may be in the 200 or 300 right now. So I have a lot of grinding to do in that, and I don't know how much I'll be getting done. The nice thing about this game is it is free to play, and you can link your Switch account with your PC game version and your Steam version, and whatever progress you make on any of the platforms will show up in the other platforms. So that's kind of nice. I can take my Switch with me and continue where I left off. And then when I get home, I can log onto my PC and bring up either the PC game or the Steam game and continue on where I left off on my Switch. It makes it kind of nice, but it is kind of also tempting to do nothing but play the game. So, yeah. I'll be playing that. So if you're playing Palia, just let me know. Maybe we can friend each other and all that. So I go to say goodbye. This is an Ohio thing. We always go to say goodbye, and 20 minutes later, we're still talking. And then we go to say goodbye again, and another 20 minutes passes, and we're still talking. So this is my second pass at saying goodbye. All right, take care, you guys. We'll see you soon. We'll see you after the retreat. I'm really finally looking forward to getting going, and we'll see you soon, all right? Take care. Keep your head up and keep moving forward. Take care of each other. Be nice to each other, and stay safe out there. I hope you're warm. I hope you're safe. And I hope if you need supplies and stuff, you have the help that you need. And just know that if you're local to me and I can help at all, I will. Just reach out and let me know what you might need. Thanks, everybody. We'll talk to you soon. Bye.